Hello my friends, my name is WeeAddy and welcome back to the Pokémon Master Challenge with Pokémon FireRed and Pokémon LeafGreen. Last time we made our way through Mount Moon to Vermillion City and the Nugget Bridge, got our second gym badge and made our way, actually you know what, I should really reset and talk about this real quick. We made our way down to Vermillion City in preparation for today's episode. I've neglected to talk about this for some reason because episode 1 we didn't need to show it off, but episode 2 we could have and I just forgot about it. Another cool feature of FireRed and LeafGreen that just never appears again is kind of like a recap, which was also another thing. I mentioned before how, I think it was in the first episode I mentioned, you know, apparently in some video I was watching FireRed and LeafGreen were sort of made with like girls in mind or like non-Pokemon fans in mind, basically people who weren't diehards, so certain mechanics, including like the L and R buttons, were included, but also this recap mechanic. And honestly, this kind of just reminds me of the Pokemon anime, where it's I don't think this happens really in the anime, but you know, sometimes they give like little recaps. But it shows you what you did last episode. There's me coming out of the Pokemart. I bought some Pokeballs. Just sometimes it just sort of stays in place, like it just sort of stood there doing nothing. I don't know if this is taking like your inputs and then just replaying them, or I mean, I walked into a wall there, so that might be real. But this also gives me an opportunity to tell you that between episodes, I went and got the bike. I was supposed to do that at the end of last episode, after getting the bike voucher and forgot. So I went and got the bike, for both FireRed and LeafGreen. Just, that's the only thing that has happened between episodes other than catching up, you know, between games. Because obviously last episode was LeafGreen and today we're doing FireRed again, meaning that we are once again back with our Charmeleon and Ivysaur, and this is how the party's looking currently. Still no new team members on this one. As I mentioned, this squad will take a while before they get any new team members. And so today's episode is boats. We're back on a boat again. It feels like every game so far has been a fucking boat. We've already gone through all of Vermillion City itself. Did I equip? I have equipped this, yes, okay. So I think we just don't pussyfoot around. We just go straight on the boat. Let's go. Welcome to the SSN. Excuse me, do you have a ticket? Great, welcome to the SSN. Now then, I don't know if this will work, but I am curious. Damn it. Okay. Because, I would like to come back here one day, and you never can once the boat leaves. So, maybe we won't do it in this specific episode. Maybe I'll just do it off camera on LeafGreen, but maybe I'll just do it on both. I mean, fuck it, why not, you know? Basically, if you complete the SSN, once you leave the boat, then it goes away. And as you can see here, there's no rocks here. You can swim left and right. Just like in Generation 1, you know, if you go to the right, there's like a strange port that has a truck on it. There is something here as well, and we can't show that off until we come back with Surf. So the way around that, I was hoping I could use Abra and teleport, but that's not going to work. So what we'll have to do is let our party faint. Somehow. Not sure how. But also fainting means losing money, so I need to see. What do I... Basically, we'll get to the end of this area, and I think before the rival battle, if we maybe somehow get a Pokemon poisoned, I don't know how we're going to do that, but we can figure it out somehow. So we can also lose the rival fight, but we have to get cut. Once we get cut, that's when the boat goes away. I maybe should have thought this ahead more. Maybe I will just do it on LeafGreen, because then I can do it off stream and get it prepared. But anyway, welcome to SSN. The passengers are restless from this long voyage. You might be challenged by the more bored ones. So it's just like the first time we did this. Just gotta go in every room, challenge everybody, and find any random goodies, like a Hyper Potion in the bin. Nice. Is the downstairs the end? Okay, so yeah, we'll start from down here. Why not? We got 2 trainers in here. Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose. The plank that we don't have because this is a cruise ship and not a pirate ship. Sailor Philip. I probably said it back in the original game too, but Philip is such a not sailor name. There hasn't really been any advancements on our team in regards to moveset. Ivysaur did learn Razor Leaf over Vine Whip, so that's something. But unfortunately, that's about all we have. It does obey us now that we got Misty's badge, but that goes away after level 30, and I thought level 30 would take a longer to get to, but when only using 2 Pokemon, it seems that you get there a lot quicker. Who would have thought? That wasn't my plan, to be fair, but I just didn't expect us to be leveling up this heavily. But again, it doesn't help that, you know, Ivysaur gets its boosted EXP by being traded, which is not ideal. But there's nothing I could have done about that. FireRed and LeafGreen decided to be so attached to the past, it wouldn't let me send an egg, it wouldn't let me send a Gen 3 Pokemon. I get what they were going for, but like, it does mean that Gen 3 FireRed LeafGreen plays pretty similarly to Gen 1 red, green, blue, yellow. With the only differences really being are the fact that, like, you know, we've got the modern mechanics of like IVs, EVs, etc. We don't even have like the special physical split just yet. We've got Steel and Dark type, that's a thing now. Obviously an expanded moveset for Generation 3 as well. Why am I missing this Metal Claw? What is happening? It's not, I thought, oh wait, is Shelter just pure water? I thought it was water ice already. Those tits. I was wondering why the move wasn't very effective, because I was convinced that like Metal Claw would be, neutral. Yeah, it's pure water, but fire just still took it down. It does have a bigger physical defense, I remember from using it on my team, but I didn't think it would actually do that. Scary Face reduces speed, I believe? But we have Growl. I think reducing attack is better than reducing speed. Not to mention, I'm not really using Growl anyway, or Scary Face, so I don't think it's going to super matter, but no, because as soon as I get an attacking move, it's going to get replaced. Even us sailors have Pokemon too. I was really considering naming the stream today like something like Seamen, like Seamen, Seemen, and I thought, no, that's a silly title. I could always rename the stream at some point, but it's what I consider is another fucking boat episode. Welcome back, boats. There's so many fucking boats in this series. I don't think there wasn't like a cruise ship that we did in Gen 3, but we still went aboard like an abandoned boat, and it still has the same vibes in a way where it's like, oh good, another boat. And then Gen 2, obviously we had a boat ride from Johto to Kanto. They love their boats, and obviously with this being a remake of Gen 1, of course we get the fucking boat again. Hello. I like feisty kids. Oh, I remember you. Yes. I don't like you. Didn't I think I remember actually fighting a guy in Pokemon Let's Go that said that same thing. Which makes sense because it's also a remake of Yellow, technically. I'm just surprised they never changed that dialogue. Don't smoke screen me, I like to be able to see. Yeah, unfortunately, this had to happen eventually, the SSN area. I don't... Oh, wait. I know. If we leave one of these regular trainers alive, then we can lose to them instead of the rival. That's what you have to do. Or maybe there is one on board that has... Okay, I have an idea. I keep on thinking this is a... What am I doing? Pay attention. Okay, let's see. Okay, Earth. We are in Vermillion City. And we're on Gen 3. SSN. Okay, is there any trainers on here that perhaps maybe can put me to sleep? Sleep. They're... Whatever. Sailor Trevor has a tentacle that has poison sting. That is... Oh, that's on the upper deck. Okay. Okay, well that's good to know, actually. Okay, so I know where to go. So what we'll do is we'll try and die by poison so we can still win the fights, you know, win every fight on board, but get one of our Pokemon to die by poison. How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna win and die by poison? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. We got an ether. Okay. I mean, I guess if it's one of these guys, dying by poison is going to be fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Is this is this going to be a double battle? Ah. Yeah, that's the thing. Even like double battles just don't exist. In this Kanto remake, Sailor Duncan sent out the horsey. Charmeleon's putting up a good fight being a fire type, but you know, I also am 11 levels higher, so it's not really that impressive. Yeah, I think I was going to talk about it and I got sidetracked. We have SSN, which means we don't even have any catching to do for a while. I suppose, like, realistically, I could, like, focus more on the catching aspect of this, of Gen 3 remake rather than, you know, doing all the trainer battles and stuff, but I don't know, I do still want to give, like, the game my full attention, which includes the trainer battles and stuff. I don't want to just try and blitz through it without doing everything. I like doing everything. And if I'm going to do a full, like, you know, experience of Generation 3, then that includes doing everything in FireRed and LeafGreen. I love not having my highest amount of accuracy. Thank you, Shelder. Oh my god. Okay, it can't hit me either. There was part of me that thought about, like, just using some of the same Pokemon on my team from the Generation 1 playthrough, but I don't want to feel like I'm replacing them. Obviously I'm using the starters, but, like, that's kind of like, you know, that they're the starters. I wasn't going to not use them. Might just switch into Ivysaur. Okay, and then we'll use Razor Leaf. It's so nice for you to obey me. And that'll last for 3 more levels. Let's see, if it's, if we did things out of order, which we can't. How do we get the Celadon? We need Cut. Okay, because realistically, we could get Cut, ignore Lieutenant Surge, and go straight through the Rock Tunnel, Lavender Town, into Celadon City, and do the 4th gym. But I don't typically do the gyms out of order. You can't leave Oak's Lab. Are you by chance shiny hunting? Because I've been there. I was there for months in the Switch version. I only just got my shiny Squirtle a couple weeks ago. Let's see, when did I get it? Let's see, I have it on here somewhere. Bear with me. Yeah, I was trapped in Oak's Lab for quite a while. My playtime in the Switch version. So, okay, I got it on the 28th of July. There it is. There. You can see the blue border. And if I zoom in close enough. Oh, you're playing Leaf Green not on Switch. Okay, nice. I'm just so expecting, like, people to come in and be, you know, playing the Switch versions. These are also on physical cartridges. My Leaf Green is here. And FireRed is what we've got in at the minute. I'm playing it on GameCube with a GBA using the cable as a controller. So if I use A button and a Razor Leaf, there we go. So I'm on physical hardware as well. So if I mad, some guy was streaming yesterday and I told him to use... He got Shiny Charmander, Monus in 15 tries. Jesus Christ. I know, it's just the luck of the draw, isn't it? I was actually shiny hunting earlier today on Sapphire and Silver, and between the two games I got 800 encounters in on... Hang on, let me just check my party here. I would probably fine to do another fight. I got 800 encounters in on Silver and 400 in on Sapphire for the day. No progress so far on the hunt that I'm doing. But my total encounters right now for the hunts are 13,800 as of today for the Silver hunt. And then I just hit half odds for the Sapphire hunt. So yeah, I'm feeling the grind as well. Can't wait for my epilogue to come, because fuck Oak, yeah. Honestly, what I've learned from shiny hunting Squirtle in the Switch version for Leaf Green, because the reason I shiny hunted in Leaf Green and FireRed for the Switch is, since I knew I was going to be doing this challenge on physical cartridges, I decided my Switch copies were going to be like shiny badge quests, because I've never done that before, so Oh, goodbye. Hello. Well, get him, Spearow. Oh my god, you outspeed Growlithe? What the fuck? That's pathetic. Okay, switching in again. Get him, Rattata. You outspeed. You're level 2! Growlithe, buddy. Get him, Pidgey. You've only got Tackle. Okay, so Pidgey doesn't outspeed him. What the fuck? Okay, hang on. I need to check. Pidgey's speed is 9. Rattata's speed is 8. Does Roar always go second or something? Well, everyone got a little bit of fun there. But yeah, I'm doing like a shiny badge quest on my FireRed and LeafGreen for the Switch. I'm only one shiny in after months of having the games released, but I'm trying. And now all my random Pokemon are getting level ups. No! Why? This wasn't meant to happen. But yeah, since I knew I was playing FireRed and LeafGreen for this challenge, which is all based on physical hardware, I was like, yeah, shiny badge quest. And yeah, I'm still hunting for Charmander in FireRed, so I'm stuck on one game. I've made it to Vermillion Forest for my second hunt for LeafGreen, but it's taking a while. But those ones are kind of on the back burner with Pokemon Bank shutting down, which can suck my ass. I've went back to the hunts that I actually want to do, because those are more so just hunts to do as just something to do. Whereas, is this my bed? No. Yes, it is my bed, thank you. Please don't watch me while I sleep. Okay. Alright, I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I think my plan will be basically to do Charmeleon in the fight solo. And then when I get up against the Tentacool, I'll just spam Growl or whatever until it poisons me. And then once it poisons me, I kill it. I kill it dead. I'm just going to drop a save here as well. I swear we're going to jump this fucker, Oak. Just give me the Jewish star and blue border. I know. Honestly, the blue border was like what I was most excited for with my Squirtle. I was like, come on, please. You insolent pup, how dare you barge in? Barf. I am a pup. An insolent pup. How dare I barge in? This fella's got a Nidoran. Are you doing any other shiny hunts at the moment, or is it just the FireRed LeafGreen starter? Oh, Charmeleon is poisoned. Well, isn't that convenient? Except I need to somehow keep this poison the whole way through the boat, so, you know, that's less convenient, actually. I'd known it was going to be this easy. I would have waited for this guy. And you know, I think I still can, because I'm pretty sure I saved before this guy. So I think I'll save him. If both Nidorans have Poison Point, then that might be the better pick. Let's see. Nidoran female has Poison Point. Alright, okay. You, my good sir, are going to be my ticket to easy win and also poison, and then we can do the boat thing. I literally saved outside his door. Oh, fuck's sake. Let's see. I just LeafGreen, single hardware, P and max hard mode. Wanted to relive my childhood, but get a shiny this time because most people live their whole life and never get one. I mean, honestly, yeah, for real. You know, when I was a kid, I always wanted to find shinies, and I never knew how rare they were or why I was never finding them. And so when I finally started getting into shiny hunting, it was X and Y. You know, I still wanted shinies before then, but you know, I didn't know about shiny hunting or anything like that. I always travel with Wigglytuff. I never leave home without it. A world cruise is so elegant yet cozy. But in X and Y, my local game store was releasing the game a day early. We got a text message saying, come get your pre-order. And I'm like, okay. And I dressed up as Ash and everything to go collect it on the day, expecting there to be a lot of people picking it up. I was wrong. I was the only person there that was dressed up, and there was no queue to pick it up either, but that doesn't matter. And then the next day, the day of release, I was playing it in a room with my brother and his friends. And I forget the location, but it's the route where you find, where you hatch eggs, basically, where the daycare is. I was on that route for like the first time, just catching wild Pokemon in the grass, just for fun. You know, just catching everything on a route. And I found a shiny Krogunk. With the odds dropped to 1 in 4,000, I finally found a random shiny Krogunk. A random shiny in general during like a main playthrough, and that basically started the addiction of finding shinies. My Pokemon Y save file was one of my luckiest save files ever. It always got shinies all the time. I started like looking up shiny hunting videos and like learning about horde encounters and soft resetting and all that, and I'm like, oh my god, I can just do hunting. That's a thing I can do, and I can get shinies that way. And I fucking loved it. And I've been doing it ever since. And then obviously with that, I've gone back to the older games and shiny hunted there. One of my hunts I did like soon after was I shiny hunted for Mewtwo in FireRed and... Or no, in FireRed, yeah, I single hunted it in FireRed. I got it in about a week or two. I'm a global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. They're up to nothing good. Okay, so let's go up here. This ship, she is a luxury liner for trainers of the world. At every port we hold parties with invited trainers. Okay, I need to... Because I'm getting, not near, but near enough. The area where we're going to do like the rival battle. So I should probably go and deposit all my Pokemon I don't need. Yes. Oh, they actually put items in every one of these trash cans this time. Nice. I am le chef. Le main course is eels et barbecue. Les guests will mutiny, I fear. This guy, I mean, the eels must be electric. No, that's... Electros is what I meant to say. I always forget, like, the... What the hell? You mon petit, we're busy here out of the way. These guys are French. They're from Kalos. What the fuck is the... Why can't I think of the evolution line? Electros. It's not coming to me. I can't think of it at all. Oh, right. I'm talking about FireRed and LeafGreen specifically, though. 1 in 8,902. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, that's where I got my, my shiny Mewtwo. You know, shortly after X and Y. Let's do a little jig. Ruby and Sapphire too, but Gen 1 is OG. Yeah. I did do... I have a video on my YouTube channel, Kaizen, where I did do a shiny Mewtwo hunt on Generation 1 cartridges. Red, blue, and green. And I got a shiny Mewtwo in about 4,000 encounters. So, if you want to see some hardcore shiny hunting where you don't even get to see the shiny, it's all based on stats, I've got that video. Just search my name on YouTube plus I guess, shiny Mewtwo, and it'll pop up. I was really happy to be able to get that. That's like a, you know, just like a bucket list thing of like, hey, get a shiny in Generation 1 that you can't see. And I traded it over to Gen 2 and, you know, Pokemon Stadium 2 to verify it was shiny. And yeah, and then I managed to trade it up to Pokemon Bank, so it's been pretty cool. You know, I like shiny hunting. I would like to do more Generation 1 hunting, but with my limited time before Bank shuts down, I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately. But I do enjoy hunting in, like, just all the games. Just whatever I have time for, whatever hunt I fancy going for. Before Bank shuts down, if I have the time, because obviously this project is going to take up a lot of my personal time as well. But I am trying to hunt for shiny Jirachi from Pokemon Channel, and I am doing Manaphy as well, but I honestly don't think I'll get both of those before the time limit hits. And that makes me sad, because I really wanted to get both of those. And I'm not even doing like whatever the exploit is that they've learned in, you know, Diamond and Pearl or Platinum, where you can do the Mystery Gift Man and hatch them and change your ID or whatever. No, I'm doing the full, like, restart your game, trade over the eggs, restart your game again, trade over the eggs. I'm doing that. I'm doing it the fully... I would say, you know, it's not intentional. You know, they tried to shiny lock it, but the fully most legitimate way I can, I'm doing it, basically. I have 8 eggs that are sitting in Heart Gold and Soul Silver that I am trading to Pearl and Platinum every time I reset, and eventually, hopefully, they'll shine. Scrubbing decks is hard work. I feel ill, I got seasick, so I stepped out to get some air. You and the captain, my guy. Excuse me. Pardon me. Right, I need to be careful not to go too far. I gotta put Ivysaur up in front for a little bit. I'm gonna drop a save as well, just to play it safe. Also, with the way I'm leveling up, because I've only got these 2 Pokemon on my team, I could end up with, like... I've journeyed far and wide, but in all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this. I don't know why they have this guy here to put that in your decks whenever you're going to see Snorlax at some point. You don't need to see him this way. I've completely forgotten what I was saying. Oh well. Anyway, shiny hunting's cool. The Manaphy hunt is a fucking brutal one though, like, because of how I've got it set up, it takes like 50 minutes to check all 8 eggs. It does result in 16 checks, because you're doing 4 eggs in one game, 4 eggs in another game, so that's 8, and then you can trade them with each other, so you're doing another 8 checks. So that's not bad, but 16 eggs every like 50 minutes is such a time sink. So I'm hoping I get lucky and get them early, but I haven't done that hunt in a while because it's just so brutal. It requires so much active participation just to get 1 attempt per day. Nearly an hour just to get 1 go. And I can't be bothered. But I really want to get it done before Bank closes. Having my own trainer ID Manaphy shiny would be fucking sick. Competing against the young keeps me youthful. This man has a Pikachu. Good match, I feel young again. And we got a Stardust. Four more doors. Small trees can be chopped down using the move cut, but remember this, cut is an HM. Once learned, it's not so easily discarded. Oh yes, I've seen some Pokemon ferry people across the water. Some. Are you two gonna double battle me? Which do you find more worthy, a strong or a rare Pokemon? I guess rare, just since I'm a shiny hunter, but you know, I'm kind of indifferent. I just go for the ones I like. I'll put you to sleep. Right at the end, Ivysaur is about to cross that threshold into being disobedient again. I mean, we still have like 2 full levels, because 29 and 30, but... I mean, it keeps the Fire Red playthrough interesting at least, considering that it's been the same 2 Pokemon. And will be, probably for a while. But once we're out of here, we can do Diglett's Cave and the route to the right of Vermillion, so we got a couple new catches to do at the very least. That was a lot of XP, actually. I'm gonna learn Sweet Scent. Allures the foe to reduce evasiveness. It also attracts wild Pokemon. I mean, that is a nice side ability, Sweet Scent. I suppose we could always just get an Oddish or something on our team and use it that way, but... yeah, I won't bother with Sweet Scent. May as well keep my team members useful. I don't believe I saw you at the party. I don't even know where the party was. There's only like 2 floors to this big-ass yacht thing. It's Dawn. Straight from Sinnoh. With a Rattata. Rattata. I don't know why my pronunciation keeps changing. And also a Pikachu. Take it easy. Hey, take it easy. Hey, whoa. X attack. Oh boy. Yippee. I wonder, does our bag have a limit in this game? Ruby and Sapphire still have a pretty restrictive bag limit, if I remember, but Emerald is a bit less restrictive. So I don't know about FireRed and LeafGreen since they're sort of the in-between. What the hell was I looking for? I was gonna check my Pokemon, actually. Maybe swap these guys around. 2 doors left. And after that, it's the rival battle. Have you gone to the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City? There are many kinds of rare Pokemon. I haven't made it there yet, no. Me and my daddy think the Safari Zone is awesome. I wish we could go there again. I also think it's awesome. I wish they would fucking put it in the games again. Captain said he's awfully sick. He was all peel. I hear many people get seasick. Okay, that's every trainer. So the only thing we have left to do is beat our rival. And then collect Cut. But I think if we beat the rival... and then leave, deposit all of our team into the PC, we can then come back on the ship, because we didn't pick up Cut. And then we can pick up Cut, fight the guy with the Nidorans, and from there get poisoned, still win the fight, and then leave. That's the big cunning plan. Boof. Okay. Let's drop a save here. Bonjour, Adam. Imagine seeing you here. Adam, were you really invited? How's your Pokedex coming along? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas and look hard for them. I like that people have made a whole, like, series of videos trying to prove that this guy's lying. But I think some videos also prove that technically it can be correct, but it just depends on how you interpret what he says, but eh. I think 40 kinds is pretty... Excuse me? You can't just do that. Who do you think you are? A player character? No. Ah, get burned, loser. I can swap as well. While my Ivysaur continues to listen to me. The games really don't do enough of letting, like, NPC characters switch Pokemon. It happens so rarely that whenever it does happen, it's kind of like, oh wow, didn't see that coming. It would be nice if there was a bit more of it. Kadabra, that could actually be a problem. Don't want Ivysaur to get too much experience. I want to still be able to use it for a little bit. Metal Claw! Alright! Kinesis, what does it do? I always forget. Oh, it's just Sand Attack. But for Psychic. I need to check as well. Is Metal Claw inaccurate? 95, huh? There you go. Today I learned. Two left. Pidgeotto is one of them. There it is. I'm still reduced on my accuracy though from Kinesis, so hopefully not too many issues arise. Level 30 Charmeleon. And your final Pokemon is Raticate. Oh yes, the famous Raticate that potentially dies on this boat. Right, Internet? You took one thing and noticed it and ran with it for a long time. God damn it. And there we are. Sorry, I was gonna just do like a Gary voice there. At least you're raising your Pokemon. I heard there was a cut master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yep, it'll be handy. You should go see him too. Smell ya! He's getting nicer. He's like giving me advice and shit. What a kind boy. Okay. I think what I might do is actually leave Charmeleon like somewhat injured so that I can get poisoned and then die quickly. I might just lose the fight, and if that's the case I can just, you know, go and heal, but let me basically waste all my money so that I don't waste it by losing battle. Yeah, I mean, I primarily just need Pokeballs. And I guess 2 more Pokeballs couldn't hurt. Because I'm pretty sure passing out from poison is still going to cost me my money, so I might as well just go all out in Pokeballs right now. And then let's go deposit what we've got in the PC. So you sit here for a little bit. And honestly, none of you need to be in the party, but it's just so I don't have to, like, you know, deal with getting new ones added to the party that I don't want. As you can see between episodes... Oh, wait, no, this is FireRed. But I did go between episodes in LeafGreen and number all these as well. Okay. But now we should be able to do this. I don't think I've ever done this in FireRed and LeafGreen. I've only ever done it in the originals. But it's always fun having, like, fun quirks like this in games. Okay, so we need to go get the cut HM. That's the wrong location. How to conquer seasickness. The captain's reading this. No, he's not. He's hurled over a bucket. Okay, I'm gonna save here. I'm just gonna, like, save a little bit frequently here just to make sure I get this right. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be straightforward, but just in case, I don't want to muck it up. Oh yeah, I wanted to check my Pokédex and see how I'm doing compared to the rival. 25. Okay. Oh, I feel hideous. Oh, I'm seasick. Imagine becoming a captain that has seasickness. Like, how? Why would you even, like, apply for the job? Anyway, we got cut. Oh, whoops. So now if we were to leave the boat would leave. You know? Poetic, in a way. So I'm gonna save here. Vermillion is still weak, so that's good. And I might need to heal in the bed just to make sure I don't, like, die in the fight, because I've only got 25 HP, but yeah. If we leave now, the boat leaves straight away. That's the surf music. Bye-bye, boat. And then, without me touching the controller, or the SP, he walks on. And you can't go back. So, there's no way back. So, let's reset. And we'll fight this Nidoran guy. You insolent pop out, are you watching? Now, I'm hoping I can just basically one-shot him with my Ember, and then we just gotta roll the dice on getting poisoned. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now, as long as I don't die from this scratch and this poison, which I'm not, then we all good to do this. We get to beat every trainer on the boat, and we still get to leave the boat without it leaving us. You rude child, you have no sense of courtesy. Alright, neat. Now we must die. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose the money. So I have 1,400 from fighting that guy. So I'm losing his money. But I think I only had, like, what, 42? So I'm still going to have about 700 and something. That's not too bad. I mean, if you did out of usable Pokemon, panicked and lost 720. Yes, you do lose your money. As long as they don't go to the boat, we're fine. Pokemon Center, yep. We hope you excel. Alright, moment of truth. I'm pretty sure it works, but let's just go check. Look at that. So now the boat... Oh, shit! It forced me to... Oh, wow! Okay. It forced me up to the boat to, like, watch it leave. Huh. Well, you sneaky bastard. Okay, well, now I'm curious. Let's see. I imagine then that what you're supposed to do then is just trade in a Pokemon that knows Cut. Or Surf, maybe, I guess. How to... get... to Vermillion Port. FireRed. Just to see if we can set it up. No, not fucking... The ship will sail away automatically unless you don't re-enter the harbor until you have a Pokemon in your party which knows Surf. This answer is false. I've reached the point in the game it states so you enter the harbor and it still sails away. The only way is to trade a Pokemon with Cut and skip talking to the captain on SSN. Okay. How to get cookie FireRed. Yeah, I think, let's see. After boarding onto the SSM for the first time, you have to acquire Cut. Alternate methods are trading a Pokemon that knows Cut into your game, or hacking the Cut HM. If you board the SSN for acquiring Cut, you must not trigger the end scene of the SSN departure. This can be accomplished by losing to a trainer on the ship after receiving Cut. After waking up, do not board the SSN and continue until you get Surf and Fuchsia. No, that's not true. Oh my god. This is taking me to a YouTube video. Why? Okay, I think it's gonna be just basically a case of I need to trade Cut over. So I might have fucked myself with this. I've seen people say like, oh, you need to just come back when you have oh shit, whenever you have Surf, but that seems to be false information. So I think we just gotta bite the bullet that we're not gonna be able to trigger it, even with letting our Pokemon faint. Because that automatically walked me up. So we'll just get the KO, get the prize money, and we'll leave. And I'll set it up for LeafGreen as something that we can show off in a future episode. Maybe next episode. Maybe. Well, sorry for wasting everyone's time. I thought it was going to be this straightforward. I'm pretty sure this is how it works in the original games. But I think it's going to have to just be trading the Cut HM is the way it's done. Oh well. I thought it was this simple for Gen 3 as well, but I guess I was wrong. It's like they actually put something there this time. It's not just a random unused asset. Because in Generation 1... you know, the truck does nothing, but in this game, the truck still does nothing. It's just there because it was there in the original and they clearly knew people were fascinated by it. But they did put a lava cookie item nearby as like an Easter egg of like, hey, you got here, so here's a thing. So yeah, well, oh, for God's sake, this cable keeps coming out again. I even moved my shit further towards me this time. Well, anyway, now we have, like, no money, but we have a shit ton of Pokeballs. Which is all I want in life. Let's get our random assortment of Pokemon back on our team. Hopefully some of them can learn Cut. Let's get you back. Okay, let's see. Who can learn Cut? Honestly, really handy to put Cut at the very top of the list. Oh yeah, this is like the one time you get to see like the CDs applying the moves to the Pokemon. Which is strange. But sure, I don't mind. Oops. Okay, so I guess we could go straight to... Oh, I should probably heal my Charmeleon. Ivysaur is going to last for this one gym and then start revolting again. We got to take it to Erica to learn how to be a proper, respectable grass-type Pokemon, you know? She'll show it what to do. But should we go here first? I mean, we haven't done any catching yet, so maybe a small catching break to you know, keep us on our toes, keep us refreshed. We've done a bunch of battles there. Let's see, Vermillion City, Route 11. So what do we have on Route 11? We have 3 Pokemon. There's 1 new Pokemon, and that is it. But we can catch another Spearow here as well, and that will let us trade for the Farfetch that's in the area. You were at dinner? That's alright, Brisk. Hello, welcome. You basically just missed us doing all the boat stuff, so you've missed nothing of value anyway, so it's all good. Let's see if we can catch ourselves another Spearow, perhaps the other Pokemon that we're missing here. I really thought there was more Pokemon on these routes. Ekans. Don't need another one of those. I went to a bar that gave me a burger so fucking horrendous before that I refused to order anything, and I got McDonald's after. That's not good. I mean, the McDonald's part, I approve of McDonald's part, but that's not good. I assume that was like a group decision of let's go to this bar. There we go, there's the new encounter for the route. Drowsy! It's actually... It's level 11, so it's relatively weak. I think a tackle might actually just kill the damn thing. Don't disable my sleep powder. Okay. Let's tackle it. It lives! Hey! Oh. It has insomnia. Jesus Christ. Okay, alright, well, we have 123 Pokeballs to throw, so I'm not too worried. There we go. But also dinner, is it not quite late for dinner? Alright, well, now we just need to get a Spearow. There we go. Man, why wasn't it this easy the last time I was looking for you? Level 17 is the highest one of the like level range as well, so that was pretty good. Excellent. Damn. It almost feels like we didn't have to do much effort to catch these Pokemon. We have more catches to do, so let's do those as well while we're here. We got Diglett's Cave. We got 2 encounters in here. A 95% and a 5%. Also, the 5% can be very easily repel tricked. Do I have any repels? I really thought I would have picked up a repel by now. Oh well. Suppose I could just go buy one. We were there for 2 hours? Jesus. Was it like an event or something? It's a Diglett! there for 2 hours and you still had to like wait until afterwards to get your food as well. That would piss me off. I remember like somewhat recently, like we went out for my one of my friends' birthdays. Like they went to a restaurant together, and because they just know how I am, we basically just went, all right, you guys all go, and I'll go get my McDonald's, and I'll see you whenever I'm done. I'll just come in and sit with you. It was an event, but around nothing. Just a random family get together for no reason. Okay. Yeah, entire time I drew Batman characters. Okay. Well, at least you had something to do. I'd still get pissed off like having to wait 2 hours before I got my food. I'm very thankful that the people in my life are pretty okay with me just handling myself. There's so many people that exist that are like, no, you gotta like follow the social conventions and norms, and like if your friends are going out for like a group meal, you gotta go with them, you know. You can't go eating somewhere else. My friends are just like, nope, we completely understand. There's no point you coming until like you've had your food. Go get yours. We'll see you whenever you get back. And it's like brilliant. I was happy, they were happy, and I got to still hang out with them near the end. I'm very fortunate with those people. I really expected some of these Digletts to have Arena Trap by now. It's pitch black and scary in there. If I could get Pokemon use Flash and lighten it up. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Welcome back to Route 2. Dun, dun, dun. Is there a hidden item here? I thought there was. So yeah, we can access Route 2 and some of the early areas again. There is a little house here with a man. A fainted Pokemon just has no energy left to battle. I can still use moves like Cut outside of battle though. This guy, I'm looking for the Pokemon Abra. Want to trade one for my Mr. Mime? I just got one. And I didn't realize you needed one. Okay, we're gonna have to come back here with another Abra. Once the Pokemon learns Flash, you can get through Rock Tunnel. I remember me, I'm Professor Roxane, if you're complete. Yeah, basically, I think this happened in Generation 1 as well, but he'll give us HM05 Flash by having 10 caught Pokemon. So this is why we have to catch Pokemon in this game beyond just, you know, the Generation 3 living dex. But that's Flash obtained as well, so that's not too bad. There's an Ether here. A Paralyze Heal here. And there's got to be something here. Right? Where do you get the item finder in this game? We could also use this to like acquire some Pokemon we need for like trades, because there's that one girl that wants a Nidoran trade. Maybe I should go and open up a page for that. So databases. Let's see, video games, FireRed and LeafGreen. And we're looking for in-game trades. So, we got Mr. Mime. Yes, we need an Abra. Okay, so I need the common Nidoran. Okay, let's go get that. So we're in FireRed right now, so... I forget which one is which. Basically, we'll figure out whenever I get there, because it'll be the common one. This is a fun little side quest, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Hello, familiar people that I beat up one time. So Nidoran is only like a 14% encounter, so it shouldn't be too bad. I had zero motivation to draw, and I was drawing them really stupid, but then my grandpa started hyping me up by saying, "Yo, Batman, that's awesome, oh, the Joker," and I drew the rest seriously, and ended up being really weird. I don't know, I think it'd be pretty cool having, like, a grandparent, like, kind of taking interest like that. There we go. Nidoran male. Me and my grandpa don't really have anything to comment talk about, so it was cool. Yeah, nice. Although I do feel like that's, you know, from my own experience, I find that to be pretty common. Just, you know, I like my grandparents. I see them relatively often. But like, I don't know what to talk to them about. Usually you see them and you're like, oh, how you doing? And they're like, oh, I'm fine. And they're like, how are you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm grand. And then it's just a sort of stand around and figure out when it's appropriate to leave type of situation. Not that I want to like just leave, but you know, I sometimes just not know what to say with my grandparents for no particular reason. Oh yeah, we can pick up a thing while we're here. We're just doing all sorts of side activities that I'd forgotten about. May I steal this? I need to share a secret with someone. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be a shattering scientific breakthrough if the Pokemon could be resurrected. But my colleagues just ignore what I have to say, so I have a favor to ask. I want you to examine this at a lab somewhere. The old amber. You can't sneak in the back way. Nice try, kid, but no. Oh, whatever. Do you know what amber is? No, amber is actually sap, that gooey stuff that oozes from trees. The ancient sap fossilized over time becomes rock-hard amber. Contains the genetic matter of ancient Pokemon. There's a lab somewhere trying to resurrect Pokemon from amber. You have 2 fossils of rare prehistoric Pokemon on exhibit. The secrets of space and mysteries of Earth. So many things that there are so many things about which we know so little. But that should spur us to study harder, not toss in the towel. The only thing you should toss, well, how about a seismic toss? Oh, you can teach that? That's pretty cool, but no. Right, well, reason I came back here is I'm going to pick up Abra as well. So by coming in here, we set our respawn point for Abra to be here. So if we go through Mount Moon, which genuinely I think is going to be faster than going all the way back to Vermillion and north. Maybe it wouldn't have been, I don't know. But at the very least what this means is I can teleport back to Pewter City once I catch this Abra. So just bear with while I get all the way back through this dungeon. Let's see, what else do we need for trades? So there's the Nidoran set. That's... Oh, we need Poliwhirl, but we don't have a rod for that yet. You want a Spearow, which we do have. And you're in an area that we haven't reached yet. And so are you, so no. Okay. I think we have pretty much all that we have available at the minute. Maybe I should have thought about this. Maybe going the other way would have been faster. Oh well. What time is it? 1:34. Especially with the bike, as far as I know, it is increasing the encounter rate. What is this? I've received a comment. Oh, someone commented on the Bomberman Racing video. Someone who took the chance to play us again. I can confirm the experience is less painful if you ignore mirror mode. I'm not made for that hell of a grind to breathe everything. To beat everything. Really fun game in the end. Totally agree, but I want that final secret level. That was only 9 minutes ago. Thank you, Mr. Gato Pasquero, for commenting 10 minutes ago on the Bomberman video. After us talking about it the other night and then like just thinking in general, I'm like, yeah, I would like to make like the next review video, but I'm actually kind of like thinking about it and being like, I don't know if I'm able to make it funny. Because, like, the next one's going to be Banjo-Kazooie, which was, like, the whole thing I teased at the end of it. But, like, you know, Banjo is just, it's just a good game. I don't know how much of it I can make fun of. Not that I made fun of Bomberman, but, like, I just don't know how many things I can make jokes of, but I'll figure it out when I'm making it, I guess. Watching it back, I'm, like, kind of proud of myself with what I came up with during the Bomberman one. I'm like, damn, I was creative, I was clever and funny. Look at me go! Where did that spark go? You used to have so much ahead of you. But then I became old and jaded. I'm graying. I am actually graying. Not by much, just like a couple strands of hair. But I am 31, so that would do it to you. Hello, you're still here. Alright. Here we are. I don't know why they designed this part of the map to be like unbacktrackable. Very strange decision. Right, now we gotta find another Abra. And with leading with Venusaur, we could put it to sleep. Or Venusaur, Ivysaur, we could put it to sleep, and that will prevent it from fleeing. So that might be useful. And that will increase our catch chance as well. This might be a little bit easier. You know, other than the fact that we had to find it, which for some reason took a long time last time. Okay. Level 10. Nice. So now we have a couple attempts at this. I don't know why I didn't try this. Oh, I remember, because Ivysaur was disobeying me. And also Abra might have outsped. There we go. Look how easy that was compared to last stream. Christ. I'm gonna have to remember to do all of this whenever I catch up in LeafGreen between episodes, because that's the thing. Like, between episodes I catch up and try to do everything that I did in the previous episode, and I'm just doing it from memory, but like, push come to shove, I'm gonna have to just like, oh, so it tells you in this game that your last save point was Pewter City or wherever. I thought that was just Emerald, but no, they did it in FireRed first. Oh, I gotta get the Abra out that I'm trading. Let's first investigate which one we think is better. So we got this one, that is... Hang on. Gonna be easier if I have them side by side. So 24, special defense 17, special attack 26. Old and lonely. I don't know which one is a decent nature. I'll give away the level 8 one. And I'll keep you. Which means I gotta put you there. Oh yes, and you're the Spearow getting traded away. No, I need to keep you on the team. You're the Nidoran getting traded. Well, actually I can check which Nidoran I want to keep. Serious and gentle. I'll keep this one. Okay, so let's see. So Rattata needs to stay because it has caught. That's the Spearow I'm trading. I don't need to keep my current Abra on me. don't need to teleport till I get back to Vermillion, basically. I'll put you down here so I don't forget which one you are. But basically, we got all of our trade Pokemon here, and we got our cut user here just as a backup. Okay. Let's go! Was it in here? It was. I wonder if this Mr. Mime would have the same ID number as the one from Generation 1. Not that it matters. And thankfully, because we're not doing this for, like, the Gen 1 Living Deck specifically, I don't have to, like, go and breed this one or catch a new one just to, like, make up a spot. This is just to fill the Pokedex, not to actually take part of the Living Deck. So, Mimian is fine to keep. We'll trade it over to Emerald as it is. Same with, like, the Jinx and any other Pokemon. I'm pretty much just getting these guys for more ID numbers. I forgot all about in-game trades. Hey, thanks! And it always comes through at the level of the Pokemon that you traded it, so we got a level 8 Mr. Mime here. 1985. Was that the bite of 1985? And, like, it could be a good idea to use Mimian on the team, but we're not going to. Alright, we gotta get back through the Diglett's Cave. Oops. The Diglett's Cave next. Unless we want to go all the way back through, Mount Moon again, but not particularly. Plus, we still didn't get both captures in here. One of them is 5%. We can narrow it down, but it's just, you know, I don't have any repels on me. Oh. It's not Arena Trap, it's just speed. I was wondering because, like, I was running away from all of them, or when I caught the first one, I was outspeeding it, and I was like, I thought Diglett in Generation 1 and 2 was, like, really fast. Maybe they, like, toned it down, but perhaps I just got lucky. There's the first Arena Trap. Unfortunately, Ivysaur's gonna have to take it out and gain some EXP. That's a bit of a pain. But I am kind of surprised it took that many Digletts to find one with an Arena Trap. And there's another one. Alright, Ivysaur, you've hit level 30 a little bit earlier than intended. It's a shame I don't need stat experience anymore. These guys give good speed stat experience. They probably give speed IVs as well, or EVs, but I don't know. I didn't like how quickly that one showed up. Okay. Do with a smoke ball to get away from these guys just more reliably. Hello. Isn't this a surprise? Diglett dug this long tunnel. It does. It goes right to Vermillion City, they tell me. No, it goes to Pewter City, you dumb bastard. You dumb bastard. Okay, why do I... Oh, yes, I need to do the far-fetched trade. Is it you? No. It's not you either, so where's the far-fetched? In here? Yes. Yes, I'll do this trade of yours, Spearow. Shading. Thank you. And it comes holding the leak, I think. Oh, it's an adamant nature. Oh, it 1-0. Oh, its item is stick. thought it was called a leek, but maybe they changed the name later. A stick of leek to be held by a Farfetch'd that raises Farfetch'd's critical hit ratio. What an odd thing. Okay, and then if we go north, we can do the Nidoran trade. Nice little trading minigame side quest thing we had going on here. We didn't really do this in Generation 1 or 2. Part of me was going to go back and like do all the trades for just having them as like extras. You know, after the main like recordings of streams and stuff had gone through, just to have them as a novelty. Whereas this is mainly with the purpose of like, get me ID numbers. I want ID numbers. I want to win the lottery. Ms. Nido. Thanks, you're a pal. You're a regular stand-up guy. You've got an item on you. A tiny mushroom. Trainer was called Sage, number 63184. I think, like, in-game trades are cool whenever they have things like, you know, unique names or something. Like, or not unique names, sorry, like unique moves and stuff that you can't normally get. But otherwise, it's just kind of like, I'd rather just catch my own. But the boosted experience is nice, I suppose, if you wanted to use them. Maybe if I was thinking hard enough, I could have used an entire playthrough of just traded Pokemon. And that way I wouldn't have to like worry about building my own team. Well, hindsight is something. So I'm gonna have to like put the traded guys somewhere so I don't get them confused, I guess. Although Farfetch'd and Mimian kinda belong in a certain slot because their Pokedex like numbers are to be filled, but these guys, but like Nidoran, for example, doesn't really need to go anywhere. I'll put Diglett in there, why not? Higher levels will just help us like escape from battle easier. Which means I could probably just start filing these guys into Pokedex order. So 16 and 21. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Forgot the Ivysaur got leveled up. Wait, what the hell was that? Even fundamentals. Visit every city and town, travel every road, explore every cave, and face every challenge as you strive to become the greatest Poke. You face with many obstacles. Some obstacles are fit. Wait. When you remove one, your Pokemon learn specific moves. I don't read this tutorial help system thingy. Okay, let's finally do the gym, I guess. We got 3 in-game trades locked in there. Oh, I never got the other catch done there. Okay, then let's grab us a couple repels. An unprecedented thing for me. I only have enough for 3. Well, 4, but I am only buying 3. So the Pokemon that we're looking for is Dugtrio, obviously, and it can be found at level 29 to 31, so it's one of the more easy repel tricks to do, but with only 300 steps, I don't know what the chances are that we're going to find it. It becomes a 100%, you know, of the encounters that we find, but because it's still a 5% encounter normally, the actual, oh, I should probably lead with Ivysaur again for Sleep Powder. It might still take a while, because when you're looking for a rare encounter, it still just takes time. So what will happen is, if I don't get it in the 3 repels, I'll just reset. Suppose I could, like, do one of these, which doesn't use steps. This really takes a toll on my thumb after, like, a couple seconds. So, I don't particularly want to do that. Alright, let's hit a reset. Hopefully this won't take too long. I'll even just use one repel save, because then it's always active every time we reload the save. Because unlike Generation 1, it remembers that you've used a repel. I think, anyway. Whee! I used to remember that whenever I was young, I used to always have this thing in mind that, like, oh, maybe the rare encounter is tied to, like, a specific tile. It always sort of felt like sometimes I would find rare encounters on certain tiles. Like, oh, maybe this one in the corner, but obviously it's just the entire area is affected by the same encounter table. But when you're a kid, you just sort of believe anything, even like the pressing up and B type of thing, or down and B, whatever, whenever you're catching. And it increases the chance to, like, a higher chance, or it's a guaranteed catch, and it's like, it happens like a couple times, you're like, oh, it worked! And it's like, no, it's just random every time. Your button inputs mean nothing. I'll just do like one regular encounter. Diglett, yes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have Repel active. Yes, it feels like we have Repel active. Which one of these many tiles is going to spawn it, eh? Oh, I have to go all the way up every time, or all the way down every time. That's going to be annoying. But it won't be annoying whenever I encounter the Dog Trio right now! Or right now! Or right now! Should have known. Would have been too easy. I think it's not helping the fact that I'm level 30 instead of level 29. I think that's like removing one of our potential options. I have that encounter checker thing. I could use that and see what our odds are. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. So it's in here. In Pokemon. Encounter calculator. Okay, so we're playing FireRed. We are in Diglett's Cave. Repel, level 30. Go. The encounter rate is 1%. So it's 100% for Doug Trio, but it's a 1% encounter rate. So I guess every tile is a 1% chance? Is that probably how it works? Or something to that effect. I imagine it's not a 1% chance, because then, like, if something was a 100% chance, then you would be encountering things every step, but that's not how that works. I want to check if it was... Okay, yes, if we were level 29, it would be a 5% encounter rate, so we are hampering ourselves by having a level 30 lead the party here. I wonder if it was level 31, what would it be? Also 1%. Okay. Damn you, Ivysaur, why'd you have to level up? Right, let's see. The maximum level for Diglett in this cave is 22. So I can't even use that. I've been done in by the couple of arena traps that we had. Well, that's annoying. Ah, that's why. So it's apparently a 4% encounter for a level 29 Dugtrio, and a 1% encounter for regular, or for 31 Dugtrio. There is no level 30, according to what I'm looking at right here. Well, that explains a lot. Well, I've unintentionally created a 1% encounter challenge for myself in here. Isn't that fantastic? It's not my fault, it's the arena traps that got me. I wanted my Ivysaur to still be level 29. And sure shit, I'm not leveling up anything else to be level 23. Minimum. Come on, something. On heart of the cards. Just spawn one. Right here. All for me. No, okay. We'll do the gym once we've caught this guy. And we will catch him. We will find him. Hey, we'll go all the way back to Pewter City. Oh, Dugtrio, where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Oh, Dugtrio, where are you? Shit. Shit. Rum pum bum bum bing bum, repels effect wore off. Dum bum bum. I just want to hear that. You know? While I'm stinking myself up with repels. Come on. Give me the Dugtrio. Damn it. I am sorry for this. I really thought this was going to be quicker, but I didn't realize that there was only a level 31 and 29. Serby has it on as level 29 to 31, so it's like, oh, 30 must be included in there, but no, there's no level 30s. And I know it shouldn't have to like go on and like write like level 29 or level 31, but obviously it does impact, you know, things like repel tricking. So it would be nice to have known. Ah, dear God. But again, it's not like I had much choice with the Digletts that were coming down. If I'd known, I would have probably led with Charmeleon when I was going through here, so that I could have avoided this from happening. But whoopsie me, I didn't account for that. I didn't know. And now I suffer the sins of my regrets. It is the life I deserve, and I'm aware of this. I will scale the walls. Every reset makes me want to move the repel to the top of the bag, but I don't want to move the repel to the top of the bag. I just want the Dugtrio to spawn. Right now. There it is. Hi, Dugtrio. I'm going to catch you now. Dear God. You know, when it's the only thing that spawns and it's 1%, you would think that it would just show up eventually. Wow. It's like, yeah, if it was like, oh, I should have done one random encounter. Goddamn. If it was like, oh, you know, every step, you know, you get your one chance for the dice roll and it's 1%, it wouldn't be so bad because we're using 100 steps per repel, so you know, it's a 1 in 100, so 100 steps, you'd be like, yeah, that's basically 100%, right? Am I doing maths wrong? I think I am. I want my Dugtrio to spawn so I can catch him and put him in my PC and not look at him ever again. Is Dugtrio an orgy? An important question. Because if you find a Diglett, it is male or female. If you find a Dugtrio, it is also male or female. But is it that all 3 Digletts of the Dugtrio are male or female? Or can they be some male, some female in a Dugtrio? Is a collective of Dugtrio one gender or 3 genders? When they evolve, do the 3 Digletts lose whatever they are to become one of whatever they are? You know what I mean? Kind of like Wugtrio, because like it's obviously all 3 of them come out of one rock. But like, you know, these are the questions that keep me up at night. They aren't, but they're the questions I'm using to keep you up at night. Hello, thanks for watching. As I keep you up at night, asking about Dugtrio's questionable gender. And anyway, that's why I said is an orgy, because if it is a mixed gender thing, then they gotta be fucking. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. My interesting conversation about the biology of Dugtrio. Ah, this is getting tiresome. Man, I really thought this wouldn't be this bad. And it probably wouldn't be if I had a level 23 or higher. I have no idea whether or not Dugtrio is 3 Diglets or a Diglett with 3 heads. Right? Exactly. I mean, I think it's the same concept as, like, Magneton. It's meant to just be 3 Diglets. But that sort of thing always confuses me, because, like, they're treated as one Pokemon, so it's like, you know, this thing that was once one Pokemon that went into one Pokeball is now 3 Pokemon that goes into one Pokeball. I'm confused. You know? It's things like that that more so I have questions about. Again, with Magneton, it's a similar thing. It's like, okay, well, if they're like fused together, like I think I've seen like they've done it in the anime where like Magneton have like defused and essentially de-evolved, and they do it with like Slowbro as well, right? They're like, if Slowbro ever loses it, like its shell, it becomes a Slowpoke again, and like the shell becomes a Shelder again, and it's just kind of confusing. It's like, how does it become one Pokemon? That the Pokeball is like, yes, this is one Pokemon, and all, and the fact that there are two of them is now irrelevant. Things like that confuse me. Same with like the more obvious things of fusing, like the mythicals in Sword and Shield's DLC, the horse riding guy, and then the two horses it can ride. Each Pokemon Ultimate was saying it's 3 Digletts and a 3-headed Diglett. It's probably like just a sort of a mixture. Like it's probably 3 Digletts that have come together, and then by evolving it becomes, you know, one body with 3 heads. So it's still 3 Digletts, but, you know, sort of like a Dodrio situation where 3 brains, you know, maybe something like that. That's probably what it is. I'm sad, sad, sad that I fucked this up. Oh, I think I still had a repel left. If I find, oh man, I was gonna say if I find a level 22. You know what? Fuck you. Not dealing with Arena Trap. If I find a level 22 Diglett, then I could evolve it. I could level it up to 23 and then do the repel trick. Or I could always come back here later when I have a more naturally obtained level 23 or higher. That isn't my starters. But I feel like I wasted my fucking money buying these fucking repels. And my fucking time looking for this fucking Doug Trio. Do another one of these. Get in the corner and just go until we find it. It's gonna like really just hurt my thumb doing this, but this will be more likely to find it, right? Because I'm getting more checks in than I would on my bicycle. The only problem is my thumb hurts and and occasionally you walk out of spots, so you then have to start over. But this is what we got to go further beyond mitosis. Come on. Come on. Come on, I want you to do it. One said it was 3 separate... Oh, I already read that, didn't I? No. One said it was 3 separate Digletts. Instead of one Pokemon, they're all identical and they think exactly the same. It was pissing me off really badly. That's dumb. Okay, get back on the bike, I don't care. It's just so much more effort trying to do it that way. Excuse me. What's pissing me off on Twitter lately is like every time I load my app on my phone, it's like, hey, you there. You want to look at the For You page, which is full of random shit you don't care about? Or you want to look at like some NSFW shit? Or you want to watch a guy die? And I'm like, no, I don't want any of this. How about we just stick to my following tab and then I don't have to worry about any of that tat. And it's like, well, maybe next time you open the app, you'll change your mind, okay? I'll go back to For You whenever you reopen. I'll be here. And I'm like, don't be. It doesn't do that on my computer. It only does it on my phone. And I don't like that. And the problem is it works because like I have found myself like mindlessly scrolling it because like it keeps on showing me things like, oh, here's a Pokemon related thing you might care about, here's a Sonic related thing, and so like it does show me things I am mildly interested in, but I hate anything that has that mechanic of endless scroll to try and like bait you into doing it. But also, I hate that it works. Because I don't want to engage with any of that random shit. If I cared about it, I'd be already following it. But that's what social media is designed to do. It's designed for the endless scroll. Alright, what do you want? You want attention now? It's 2 in the morning and you're going to be attention seeky instead of sleepy? You should be attention sleepy. There you go. And I get fucking random... What is this? Mate, this seems legit. I tweeted out my my stream whenever I went live, as I always do. And I got tweeted by a random account with 99,000 followers. Being like, hey, I've got an exciting opportunity for you. DM me, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know how legitimate this is going to be, and it's probably not going to be anything that's actually beneficial to me in any way. And the first thing I see on their page is a post from August 2025 of them being like, win a $30 Steam gift card, so I'm sure this is all very legitimate. Dear Lord. No, this is all nonsense. Nonsense, nonsense, nonsense. They changed it so the media tab is automatically separated between videos and pictures, but there's no all options and it defaults to videos. Oh. That is stupid. This guy's 2 buttons for videos and photos, not this fucking drop down menu horseshit. Yeah, that is dumb. Yeah, I think I've had like that problem. Like I've gone on like Twitter to like look for something, like maybe a clip of something that I've been like seeing, and then instead I just find like a whole bunch of artwork. Or the opposite, it's like, oh, I want to find some sort of artwork, and it's like, you search for this term. Here's all the videos related to this term. I'm like, no. Let me look for a specific type of media. Because media also includes like people who are just like posting a GIF or something. It's like, no, this isn't helpful. I'm looking for something that someone has uploaded themselves, that they've made, not some random GIF reaction. This guy can do something really fucking funny by adopting the Steam mythology of do nothing and watch your competition shoot itself in the food over and over again. They could, but I don't know. I don't know if they're really gonna do anything. Problem is, Twitter's still just like the biggest thing. I don't think Blue Sky ever like took off enough to capture people's attention, and I think most people don't even know Blue Sky exists. And if they do, they just don't care. It's much like Sony at the minute. You'd think that the right thing to do is just watch them shoot themselves in the foot, but it's really just us people online that are, you know, complaining. The majority of the player base is just going to be playing it as normal, you know, anyway. I think it's the PlayStation Blackout this week. And, you know, I want to know how it goes, but how are we going to know, you know, because anyone that's participating in it isn't on to play it. So it's not like they can like check how things are going. And on top of that, it's not like Sony's gonna go like, oh man, we had our worst performing week ever. In fact, Sony fucking doubled down. Excuse me, sending out like an email being like, just a reminder, you don't actually own your shit that you pay for. And that once again brings into question why, you know, whenever you go into the Steam, or not Steam, why you go into the PlayStation Store and you know, purchase a game, it says buy and not rent. Because you're renting that until they decide you're no longer renting it. And that's not how it works, my guy. That's just not how it works. You don't just buy an indefinite license that is not actually indefinite. They're actually fucking insane, stupid assholes. And this whole thing, like, has genuinely, like, put me off Sony as a company as a whole. Like, even if I wanted to play my PS5, which I don't, because I don't have anything I really want to play on it, but even if I wanted to play my PS5, I'd be put off from, like, ever touching it again. Like, I went near it the other day just to, like, lift my Xbox controller, because my Xbox sits beside my PlayStation, and I, like, noticed the dust on the controller, and I'm like, damn. I mean, you know, it was already dusty because I wasn't playing it, but, like, this is what it feels like it should be, because this is what it fucking deserves. I've definitely seen an uptick on people selling PS5s on Facebook Marketplace as well, as a result of, like, all this announcement stuff. Which is weird, because I didn't think I'd actually see, like, much, like, you know, physical pushback. You know, people selling their consoles and all that. There you go. This is generally the reason not to make PC game at this point. Like, if you want a console, just get a Steam machine. I just don't agree with that specifically. Like, I don't personally give that much a shit about Steam as a platform. And if I do, like, I'll play it on PC. I just don't get the need to buy a Steam machine when you could just have a PC with Steam on it. You know, I think consoles still have their place. I think Sony doesn't have its place, is kind of where I'm coming from. Because at the same time, like, I like my physical media, and honestly, like, PC really doesn't have physical media, and you could be like, yeah, you could burn the game. Wait, oh, we found it! We found it! There it is! The level 31 Doug Trio. You could be like, oh, we'll burn your own discs, but, like, I don't like just burning cheap copies of games onto discs like that. I do quite enjoy owning, like, official copies of games, but I like that people are doing things like, you know, making discs of the games that they own, you know, backing up the things that they have paid for, or I saw some people, like, making, like, physical plastic cases and putting their games on, like, a USB drive that's all it's for is that one game. It's like, it's so extra, but, like, it just goes to show that people really want the physical experience, and I think that's pretty cool. But I like having a physical game collection. I like the consoles that they're for. I just don't like how Sony is behaving. Like, Nintendo has its issues too, but, like, I personally don't have enough issues with the Switch 2 or anything like that. But, you know, there's game key cards, but I just don't buy those. And the only way I would is if they were dirt cheap, which right now they are not. So I don't have any. We got the Doug Trio after all that running around. I was going to give up a little bit sooner, but I just was talking and didn't really get around to it. But there we go. Thank God. We can get out of here now. I cannot believe this. Absolutely, yes, I can. Because that's so fucking typical. As soon as I catch the 31, the repel goes away, and the 29 appears. Look at this shit. Fuck you, Doug Trio. Making a mockery of me. Steam is doing stuff to pressure companies to optimize their games. Linux. I don't know what the Linux thing is about, but I mean, it's good that Steam is doing shit to, like, pressure people to optimize their games. It's also good that they have a thing that forces people to be like, hey, you have to admit if there's AI in your game. Which not all the game makers are doing, but it's something at least. Oh, for God's sake. Steam OS is Linux. Okay, I still don't know what that means for this conversation. Alright, well, finally out of there. We can finally do the gym. Valve's AI policy is way too lax for me. I'm kind of pissed off. I mean, yeah, it's... I think in general there's not enough going on to, like, prevent AI in games. I mean, I know it's such an easy one to pick, but, like, the new, like, Call of Duty is having its current beta. I'm not playing it. I don't have the early access at the minute. I'll just get it when it's open. But, like, Daedalus number 50. So let's see. So 54. Probably here? Yeah, 52. 53, 54, yep. And like people have spotted like AI in like the certain areas of the map already, and I'm like, yeah, what are you surprised? Call of Duty was like heavily just like, yeah, let's just make AI banners and sprays and everything, and it's just like, what a waste of fucking time. Right, we can finally do the gym. But yeah, like the worst case was like, you know, they didn't have to like tell us they were using AI until Steam incorporated their policies, and then when they did, it was like, oh yeah, we're like using it like to aid with something. It's like, nah, you're just like fully generating like things that you're making as like unlockables or like content that you earn in like battle passes and shit. You're just lazy. Not lazy, that's not the right word. Because I don't think like the artists want to use it. I think they're just being forced to because of Activision. And probably Microsoft as well, because they're also a big problem with it. But there really should be a bigger push against this shit. But what can you do? It's a pre-built small form factor PC that has UI like a console but runs on Linux, so the UIOS isn't filled with a bloat the FX components. I think it's using display. I mean, sure. I guess. I don't know. I just never saw the value in a Steam machine for me personally. Same with like the Steam Deck. My brother was really excited for a Steam Deck, and I don't think he ever got one in the end. Because like ultimately, what I find is people who like Steam and like PC gaming like to game on a PC, not on console. I think a Steam machine makes sense for someone who wants to get into PC gaming, but doesn't have a good PC. But even at that, it's so fucking expensive. Like, my buddy Matthew 2 could probably do it with a Steam machine because all he has for Steam is a really shitty laptop that's been running since he was in university, which was a long fucking time ago. And it's desperately clinging to life. It's like, please kill me. I want sweet death. But he won't let it die. He could do with a Steam machine, because then it could play games, and he might actually get to play games with us properly. But, you know, that's a lot of money to drop on something that he's not going to be using a lot. Oh, for fuck's sake. Because if he cared enough, he could just get a new laptop instead. But he doesn't care enough. And even me, as someone who plays games all the time, I'm like, nah, don't need to. I mean, hell, there's that Nexus console thing, whatever the fuck it is. That's like re-releasing Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy the cartridge, because, hey, a physical re-release of Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie in any form is a pretty cool thing, but I'm not buying the console. I'm just buying the cartridge because I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, support physical games, but I don't want the system. Maybe in the future, but like, I don't need that random ass handheld thing. I have, you know, console versions of Banjo for Xbox and for N64. No. That's what I'm saying, dog. So are the consoles. What? So are the consoles what? I might have missed something. Lieutenant Surge, here we go. We're grossly overleveled. But that's okay. We've been going through a lot today. Consoles are expensive as fuck now too, but not as expensive as a Steam machine. They are not. Not even close. Like the Steam machine's like double the fucking price of like a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing it being like 800 something. And I'm like, nah. No. Like, consoles are still expensive, but like, for me personally, like, whenever the PS5, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch came out, I was like, no, these seems to be like the right prices for these consoles. Like, they've all, I think they're more expensive now, just, you know, with the way like inflation has gone. And it doesn't help that, especially nowadays, instead of console prices going down, they're just continuing to go up. Why is Microsoft putting the Xbox Series X price up again when it's like getting close to their next system? Because they've been talking about their next Xbox. Like, they have a code name for it and everything. And like Nintendo have like just increased the prices of the Switch 2 as well. I think not just in America, but like in Europe and UK as well. And it's like, at what point in time did things get more expensive as they went on instead of getting cheaper? Like, that's preposterous behavior. Why would I compare the Steam machine to a Switch? I'm just talking about consoles at all. If you're going to say consoles are expensive, and I'm saying, well, the Steam machine is also expensive, you're also comparing the Steam machine to a console, if you're just talking about price. So I compared it to a console, the Switch 2. A PS5 Pro is $900? Is it? There's a PS5 Pro? Hang on a minute. But also, like, if you're buying a PS5 Pro, like, come on, man. PS5 Pro. Wow, PlayStation, way to load nothing on your website. Oh yeah, I suppose that is different, isn't it? I genuinely don't remember this coming out. Play PS5 games with the most impressive visuals ever possible on a PlayStation console. God, it is just a fucking dick-sucking competition, isn't it? I like how I can scroll forever, but I can't find out where the fuck to buy one. Buy direct from PlayStation, let's see. The PlayStation Pro currently for UK is $789.99, so $790. I'm gonna be up front with you. I ain't fucking buying a £790 fucking PS5. It's 2 terabyte. Like, that's something cool, but like, I'm talking base, whenever it released, base PS5, base Xbox Series X were both around 400 to 450. So when the Switch came out and it was also 400 quid, I was like, hey, that's not a big deal. So the Steam machine being a base of, I think it's 800 for UK, I'm just like, no. Why are you double the cost of like the big proper consoles? No, fuck that. It just isn't for me. It's not for me. Regardless of like all the shit you can do, because at the end of the day, you could just also mod your consoles to do everything that a Steam machine could do, except for, you know, running Steam. So yeah, if you're just buying a Steam machine without doing anything to jailbreak or get games on it that are outside of Steam, same as you would be buying a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox to buy for those systems and not to like modify it in any way, I don't see the value, for me personally. That's all I was saying. Okay. We got a bunch of trainers on this route here to the right. So we're gonna just have to take them out. And then after that, we can go back up to Cerulean and head around to Rock Tunnel. Basically, we're heading around to like Lavender Town and Rock Tunnel next. God damn it. I keep forgetting that I'm in battle. Everyone say goodbye to Obedient Ivysaur. It's gonna level up soon. I really thought it would have learned more attacks by now. I mean, I know that what you're supposed to do is teach like TMs and stuff as you play, but you know, I'm level 30 and I'm still using Tackle. Same with Charmeleon, it's still using Scratch at this point. Also, don't think any of these guys are really going to be that easy to deal with only Tackle and Razor Leaf, so we'll switch back into Charmeleon here for these guys. It's the gamer, not the gambler, the gamer! Hugo with a Poliwag. Yeah, he's water type, so it'll resist Metal Claw. We're so over leveled. This is why you need to have more team members at this point in the game. Whenever we do get more team members, like Charmeleon and Venusaur are just gonna, or Charmeleon and Ivysaur are just gonna sit in the back for a long time until everyone else catches up. Or there's gonna be a lot of swap training. Switch to $500, game $80, discount, never 20. See, that's the thing, you're starting to include all this extra shit like everyone else does, where you're like, oh, well, you have to buy a controller, you have to buy the game, and you have to buy the online subscription. I'm just talking out the box what the console costs. I'm not talking about any extra shit. Okay, because if you do start adding that extra shit, then yeah, of course things are a bit more expensive, but like, still. Because like, I remember whenever people were like, oh, to buy a Switch 2 costs over $1,000, and it's like, it's only over $1,000 if you're buying fucking everything. Like, people are doing things like that to just inflate the numbers to make it seem worse than it is. When I bought my Switch 2, I bought it brand new, and I paid more because instead of getting Mario Kart boxed with my copy for $435, I bought, so what the way it released in the UK was a $389.99, so £400 console on its own, or $435 with Mario Kart as a digital download. I didn't want a digital download, I wanted a physical copy. So I went out of my way and got a physical copy of Mario Kart, which unfortunately was 70 fucking quid or 75 quid on top of my £400 console. And that was my choice to make because I wanted physical. I also went and bought the Switch 2 Pro Controller, which was also like 70 quid. Again, my choice to make, but I didn't have to do that. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't need online, but I buy online, again, as a choice. And that's 17 quid if you're buying just the standard. 35 if you're getting the extra, which I personally don't think the extra is worth the price for the N64, the GameCube, and all that shit. It is not worth the price. I only have it currently because I went and did something that I thought was getting me an offer, but it really wasn't an offer. But like, really all you need is the Switch 2 console, because you got your Joy-Cons in it as well. You get your Switch 2 console and whatever game you want. Because games cost whatever they cost. You know, whenever you're buying games off Steam, they are also going to cost whatever they cost. And upon release, most games, if you're buying like an equivalent level game on Steam, it's also going to be like 60 quid, 70 quid at release. If you're buying at release, it's always going to be that price. I mean, fuck, even games that have existed for a long time, like the old Call of Duties, are still like 50 quid, 60 quid on Steam for no fucking reason. And they do go on sale. But I can walk into a CEX, a secondhand shop, and buy the entire old school Call of Duty lineup for like £10, £15 for all of them. Whereas if you went on and bought one of those games, even at a discount, even at half price, you're getting only one versus the entire collection. It's, you know, that's obviously the difference between that's obviously the difference between physical and digital right there, but like, I don't think it's a fair argument, you know, to be like, oh, you have to get all this extra shit. No, you don't. You could just buy the Switch 2 console or the Xbox console, because everything comes with a controller. Whether or not it's a good controller is entirely up to you. And then games themselves always cost what they cost. You know, whether if you're buying digitally on Xbox or Switch or whatever, you know, you're paying that full price. If you wait like a couple months, the physical games might go down in price. But with Steam, they're all digital as well, so you're again bound by whatever prices they have. Which, if they're the same as the rest of the stores, they're going to be higher. That's just how digital works. It is a higher price market for no reason. Granted, they do get big sales at times, but that's after waiting months. I don't think... I'll buy a Nintendo Switch 2, have no game, and just sit with my dinky console and play nothing. But hey, I've spent less money. Look, Brisk, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna say, like, oh, you have to buy a game as well, if someone is buying a Steam machine and doesn't have any games for it, they also have to buy a game. I don't know how you can say that, oh, well, you have to buy a game with your Nintendo. You have to buy games for your Steam machine as well. What do you mean? You can't act like the games are not paid for on Steam or they're all cheaper. If Mario Kart existed on Steam, it would also be £70. This is what I mean. Oh, hi, Doug Trio. I don't want to use you. But I mean, you're out now, so I may as well use you. And a Vulpix. That's why I include the price of the game in both comparisons. Okay, well, let's see what you said. Switch to $500 game 80. Steam Machine 1000 game 80. Discount 20 seasonally. 0 online subscription. That still looks worse to me. Because if you wait for a discount, you can end up spending less money. Yeah, but that's only if you're willing to wait for that discount, which for some games might be months, if not years. It's not a comparison. If you're buying a brand new system, you're not going to then wait months to buy a discounted game, are you? Like, because then you're sitting with your dinky little Steam machine, just like you said about the Switch. I don't understand your line of thinking. Because, again, just as equally, with the Switch, you can just wait for the physical games to go down in price. Because Mario Kart, for example, I have seen go down to easily the same price it would have cost me to get it digitally with the console whenever I bought it. But I wanted it on day of release. If you want a game on day of release, you're paying full price. That's just how it is. But if you wait, you can get it cheaper with physical almost every time. The only leg up that you have that is mentioned is online subscription. But not everyone plays online. That is your choice to go online and pay for online. And obviously most of us do. Most of us want online gaming. And I admit, I will fully agree that the online subscription cost is a load of bullshit. You know, Nintendo did it for free for a long time. Xbox had it like £5 a month back on the Xbox 360 days. PlayStation was the same. But obviously that's where they just make their easy money. They squeeze it out of you. That is a market that clearly needs to, you know, fuck off. And Steam doesn't have that, which is that's a fair comparison where you go, you don't have to pay for that. But still, out of the box, a £500 like difference. Like you said, $500 for the Switch 2 versus $1,000 for the Steam machine. I'm just like, no. God, no. I don't see the value there. But if we're just talking out-of-the-box console, brand new, and one new game that you're getting on release day, it's going to be the same, except that you've paid an extra $500 for a Steam machine. Professor Oak said 30 species. Do I have 30? Oh, you have the item finder. Well, that's useful. I think I only just hit 30 in this episode. I have exactly 30 right now. Well, wasn't that convenient? I'm looking for the Pokemon Nidorino. Want to trade one for my Nidorina? So, I saw this on Cerebi when I was looking at the trades earlier. So, you do a Nidoran for Nidoran trade earlier. And this guy does Nidorino for Nidorina, and then the opposite in the other game. But it's the same thing, right? Because you're just trading for the rarer version that you for your game. But why is it Nidoran again? I don't understand why they just did the same Pokemon twice. A big Pokemon is asleep on the road. Also, this binoculars is saying like, oh, it's a big Pokemon asleep on the road. Snorlax is to the right of this building. I don't know how it can see this. That is something of an inconsistency. See? There he is. We got our item finder at least. I don't plan on... I mean, because we're going to go back up to Cerulean, so we need to go through the underground route again. I think I've battled everyone here. I was like so zoned out with chatting that I didn't really pay attention to beating up everyone. But we're all done with that route. We are past the 2 hour mark, so I could wrap it up here since we've got our 3rd gym badge and, you know, we could make our way to the 4th for the next episode, but I want to keep playing, so I'll keep playing for a little bit. At the very least, let's get around to where Rock Tunnel starts. I should also check and see if there's a Pokemon that can learn Flash. I think Abra can, so I don't think we have anything to worry about. I still have Abra on my team? I do. Vermillion's getting a little bit ahead, but you know, the trade-off there is Ivysaur would, you know, stop obeying us. Yes, Abra can learn it. Useful, useful, useful. Alright. Well, let's put Ivysaur in the lead. It needs to catch up in levels. Sadly. Oh, and then we'll hop on the bike. Once we're down here. And then while we're down here, we'll put on the item finder. Because this is like the one place I know has things. Oh, this is actually one of the most helpful looking item finders. The one in Ruby and Sapphire is nothing compared to this. Okay, so I've gone past it already. I know, it doesn't let you rotate on the spot on this bike. We got a burn heal. Okay, I went past whatever it was. Yeah, the lady upstairs tells you that people drop things up here. I wish I could rotate on the spot on this fucking bike. There we go. Ice heal. It's all just gonna be like paralyze heal, burn heal, ice heal, full heal? The fuck? Is it just against the wall? Where is it? There it is. It's a potion. I always find like this area with like its colored road to be very satisfying. I don't know why it's colored like this, but it's nice. An awakening. I really thought this was going to be like some good items for some reason. Like even like a Pokeball or two would be nice. A paralyze heal. I mean, at least there's a lot of things, but it's all a bunch of tat. And an antidote. Nice, so it's all just like really cheap, easy, like early game shit. What a waste of time. How's my old Nidoran? My Nidoran is doing great. should really move the bike up here. I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna like deselect the bike, but you know, I did. Alright, let's progress a little bit more, shall we? Vermillion City. And now we can go through this tree. I didn't realize until watching a video earlier today that those guys are actually blocking that tree, so if you had some way to go through it, you still had to like wait until a certain thing gets triggered to move them. Is there anything else I need to do? I still don't have access to Poliwhirl. I need a good rod for that, which I get in Fuchsia City. I'm gonna look at my timeout real quick. So right now we go around here and then down here to Lavender. And then from Lavender we can make our way to Celadon. And I think we are stuck here until we get the Poké Flute. So we have to do Celadon and Lavender Town. And then after that we can then go to Fuchsia. Because I would like to go to Fuchsia like soon, but it's not doable without the Poké Flute. I wonder if I can do the Poké Flute without doing the gym. I don't remember. What? My Wi-Fi loves shitting itself so much. My Wi-Fi likes to try and charge me over double the price, despite the fact that they can charge half the price for a brand new customer. And so I complained to them, being like, hey, what the fuck is the deal? And they're like, oh, the best we can offer you is this. And I'm like, that's still more than double what you're offering new customers. This is how you expect people to stay with your company? And like, I work in a company that does a similar thing. Like, you know, customers getting a better offer for being new than retaining is common. But like, even in our company, it's not even close to being double the price. Like, let's say, for example, the best offer a new customer can get is 38%. A customer that is existing might still get 30%, you know? But my broadband company being like, ah, yeah, you gotta pay double is actually fucking insane. And I even said it to them in their like online chat. I was like, this is insulting. And I told them, like, I work at a company that does these sort of things, and it's not as stingy as you. What are you doing? And I managed to get it down to basically a price that, like, the price they were offering new customers was like £29 a month for the package I currently have. What they were charging me for going out of contract was £70 a month. And what they were offering me was $58 a month. And I'm like, no, I'm not accepting that. So after arguing with them and threatening to like leave, they offered me 35. So I'm not getting the new customer offer, but I'm getting essentially half of what I was going to be having if I was out of contract. And I'm like, you were going to offer me 58 and say that's the lowest you could offer me? You lying cunts. For the same package? It's scummy behavior. Anyway, Ivysaur can't listen to us anymore. My Wi-Fi shits itself at least once a day, every day. Really? Damn. I think we've talked about this before, and you've said how you've like gone on and like tried to complain to your broadband company, but there isn't much you can do. This is gonna immediately get... Also, we're wrapped, so I don't think I can swap, can I? Fuck's sake. Have you tried, like, going to a different provider? If that helps? Like, I know I just mentioned there about how I was, like, complaining and threatening to go to a different provider for my company, but maybe it's just the broadband company you're with is just really awful. I should swap because I'm free from wrap, but I'd like to take you out now. Stop using leech seed, you bitch! Any talk about money boils down to here's how there's a dozen corporate dicks in my asshole at any given time. Okay. You deceived me. I don't even know what you thought I said I did. talking about it's pitch black inside. You'll need flash to get through there. I have flash. Also, we're in a new route, so I need to see if there's anything new to catch here. We are... what's the easiest way to get here? Route 11, Vermillion City, Route 6, Saffron, Route 5, Cerulean, and then Route 9, and there we go. So we got... oh! There's no new encounters on this route. Well, there you go. Aerialus. Ooh. That is a pretty a pretty decent move. It's only a 60 power flying type move, but it's a guaranteed hit. I do want to keep Ivysaur in for a little bit longer, but it's not listening to us again. Great, I was bored! It's almost 3 AM, so I do have to be realistic because I do have work in the morning and it's an office day, so I do have to like leave my home, unfortunately. I do have the benefit of working from home some days, but Monday is not one of them. So I gotta get up and get ready and be bright and bushy-tailed or whatever the hell the saying is and go to work. So I should probably wrap this up soon, but I think my plan is to get to the Pokemon Center outside the rock tunnel and then we'll call it there at the very least, because then that'll give us a lot of action for like the next episode. We got the rock tunnel, we got Lavender Town, we got Celadon, and then we can come back, you know, after that and continue on. That's my thinking anyway. Who's that walking there with those good looking Pokemon? This guy's a freak. These fucking Growlithe and they're intimidated. It's getting me pissed off. Oh, it listened to me. Thanks, Ivysaur. Listen to me twice. Well, well, well. Looks like we're turning over a new leaf. Am I right? Alright. It just makes all this last so much longer. I wonder if Razor Leaf would be... oh well. It's like Tackle I know isn't going to kill on this turn. Alright. Not Dugtrio again, for God's sake. Dugtrio is only on here because it's a high level and will help us escape from wild battles if I need to put it in the lead, but I suppose it's also helpful to just be on the team for random roars, I guess? A Charmander? Let's send out big boy mode. You know, I called this episode like not another boat episode, but I think I spent more time in Diglett's cave. I hope not, because the boat was like the first half of the stream. Diglett's cave should have been a very tiny footnote. Oh, is it out? Coyote versus Acme? I knew it was coming out soon, but I didn't know when exactly. I don't pay much mind to like the Rotten Tomatoes, you know, review shit. But I'm glad that at the very least it sounds like people are enjoying it. As after all the shit that happened with Warner Brothers, it deserved to get released in the first place, for one. Friday. Ah. I wonder if that's the same with here, because sometimes we get things at the same time. I think movies are doing very well at like releasing more in line with like America and stuff, because like we got Iron Lung on day of release, which I was surprised by. I know there's nothing new, but I always feel like I should check. It'd be hilarious if this film does gangbusters and they tried to obliterate her off the face of the earth. As long as, you know, I don't know what way it's releasing now, but as long as whoever it is that gets the money for the film isn't fucking Warner Brothers, I'm okay with it getting as much attention and money as deserved, because they don't deserve a single penny after what they tried to pull. That should be fine. Bring it on. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Like, I almost wonder if like the movie would be sort of like, because I don't know. I had, not that I'm the fucking be all end all of anything, but like I personally haven't been interested in Looney Tunes or anything like that in quite some time. And so I probably would not have seen the film if it just released as normal. But because of all the shit with Warner Brothers, now I want to go see it. So I wonder if that controversy had never happened, would it be doing as well as it is? Like, obviously from like reviewers, it would probably be doing well, but would like the general public be as interested in going and seeing it? Or is it more of an act of defiance of, hey, fuck Warner Brothers, let's go support this movie? I imagine that, you know, it's just people wanting to go see it because people like Looney Tunes. But like, I don't know. Because especially like general public, like people who are not as critically online as myself and the general people that we see on the internet. But you know, there's a lot of people who probably didn't even know that all this shit went down. And so there's plenty of people that are going to go see it just because it's a Looney Tunes movie. But I wonder if there is like a decent amount of people that went and seen it that are going to go see it just because of the controversy. Because that'll be me. I would have just been like, oh, I'm sure that's a neat concept for a film, but I'm not going to go see it. I like Scooby-Doo. I liked Scooby-Doo whenever I was young, but I didn't go out of my way to like watch a lot of Scooby-Doo related stuff when it came out. Oh shit, Ivysaur evolves now? Oh shit, okay. That's pretty cool. So we got our Venusaur at level 32. Not bad. Now an even stronger Pokemon can ignore me. Hooray! A burn heal. They wrote it off, which means they legally cannot sell it. They sold the rights to it. They tried to Symbionic Titan it. I don't know what that means. But I'm glad that someone else has the rights for it now. It's such a shitty thing in general. Like, let's make an entire movie. Like, the thing is, at the end of the day, like, everyone that was on it got paid for it. But just not releasing it is such a stupid, weird shit decision to do. So at least it's finally going to get out there and get seen by people. You didn't have to do that, Caterpie, like that. Versus Network, Coyote versus Acme. it, except they succeeded in obliterating it from the face of the earth for the most part. Oh, okay. I didn't know that they had also done that. Great show that didn't find its audience, so they eviscerated it. Yeah, and that I think that happened to like a lot of cartoons back in the day. I remember like seeing like a bunch of cartoons that maybe I'd seen like 1 or 2 times and then never ever again. And like to be fair, like a lot of those shows also just didn't hit me. I was like, eh. But you know, it's just sad whenever that kind of media like disappears completely. Like, what's the point of just making it act like it never existed? Had a twerking scene though? When the fuck did this come out? What is this, the Powerpuff Girls reboot? That was also very weird. You're like, yeah, let's just get the Powerpuff Girls to twerk. And they also, like, wrote them like fucking tweens, basically. Like, there's that, I can only remember, like, that clip of, like, Bubbles being like, OMG, yes! And I'm just like, Bubbles is, like, 3, and also doesn't talk like this. I don't know, I never watched the Powerpuff Girls reboot, and I know it's such a, like, a neckbeard thing to be like, I can't believe they ruined the Powerpuff Girls, but also it's just kind of like, you have this great TV show that both boys and girls love, and then you ruin the characters. Why? I mean, fuck, they even, like, recasted, like, the classic voice actors for no reason. Probably because they just didn't want to pay the higher cost for someone like Tara Strong. I don't know about the rest of them, but, like, you know, they got everyone back but the main 3. At least they got back, like, Tom Kane for, Professor Utonium and stuff, and Tom Kenny for the mayor, but why would they not get back the stars of the show, the Powerpuff Girls themselves? Very weird. Very strange decision. $2010 dog. 40-year-old women say yes. I don't know if that's, I don't know. I'll tell you what, in general, I don't hear fucking anyone say it. This guy moves as well. He's got a Geodude, but I got my Charmeleon dude. But like the stereotype that I was aware of, that people that say that are usually like teenagers or teenage girls, but definitely not, you know, random children that are still in kindergarten, and also superheroes. But you gotta make these shows modern for the kids, I guess. Oh well, it got the axe, didn't it? Like, it's been off the air for a while again. I don't know, I don't really keep up to date with, like, this shit anymore. I kind of glossed over, but we just learned Flamethrower, which is gonna be, like, our best, like, fire-type move for the rest of the game. Like, a 95 power move. What an upgrade from Ember. Like, unlike Quilava, where we go, like, Flame Wheel and then Flamethrower, we're just straight into Flamethrower, which is pretty damn cool. I've heard the doctor say, yes, which caused me to go nuclear feral and peel my skin off and jump off the walls, and foam at the mouth and jump up and down and stomp my feet and bite the furniture. Doctor Who would not say that. Yeah, that just sounds like, again, like, writers who thought we need to make this appealing to younger people. That's ultimately what it comes down to, is writers who do not write for the character, they write for the audience that they want. And, you know, potentially also to try and just get clicks from memes at the end of the day, you know? Memes get clicks, and if we make Doctor Who into a bit of a meme character, then we'll get clicks. You know? Oh, hi Crit Slash. Sorry, I completely missed your messages there. How's the challenge? We, what have we done today? We went to SSN. We spent a long time in Diglett's Cave getting Dug Trio, because we used a repel trick, but poorly. We have got our 3rd gym badge, and now we're on our way to... A nugget is still useless, so I sold it for $5,000. What a useless thing. And now we're here at Rock Tunnel. I've been looking for you. It's me, one of the ever-present aides to Professor Oak. As your project 20 species was to give you a reward. An Everstone. Okay. So that's to help prevent evolution if we want to, but right now we don't need to. I heard the ghosts haunt Lavender Town. Well, that's a cheery little message. So yeah, we're kind of like on the verge of heading towards our 4th gym right now. My goal was to sort of get here and then end the episode, because it is 3 AM, so I do need to wrap it up pretty soon. I've been out at a Pokemon gym a few times, but I always lose. They absolutely were written for the Onsei one and not just the Onsei had, which is why they only got 1 million viewers and the show was fucking cancelled. I made a bit of progress on National Dex. Oh, nice. How has it been progressing? Yeah, no, I see, this is the thing. I've noticed this with like a lot of just shows in general. Things are just written in a very specific way. You know, it's definitely a trend that... How do I say this? But like... Not all shows are written this way, but it's an easy comparison to make. The Marvelization of writing, you know, has happened. You know, the Marvel movies are fucking huge. They all get written in a certain way. You know, the oh, well, that just happened kind of humor. You get a lot of people that are writing things now that are like, well, this is what's popular in the media, is this or this or this. Obviously, memes are a big part of that as well. I mean, if Sonic Boom was made now, it would probably be a very similar story. But like, yeah, it's just they try to write for whatever they think people want to see, what they think will get reactions online and whatever. And so everything is written the exact fucking same. And I can't stand it because it just all sounds so not real. I can't, like, you just got my Torchic Combustion? Oh, nice. That's my boy right there, Torchic. Yeah, what am I thinking? Like, even like Call of Duty, like it's very, like, the way I describe it now is it's all very Hollywood. It's all written like it sounds like it's trying to be a movie, rather than just sort of sounding like characters that exist in their own universe. Like old cartoons, like I could believe the characters were real because they sounded like real people. They talked kind of like real people, you know, obviously except for the things of like stuttering and all that, or like tripping over their words or whatever. But like the voices were more unique. Everyone sounds the same. Look at this things like Big Mouth, for example, where it's like every child character is just a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman. No one sounds like a character anymore. They just all sound like sarcastic douchebags. I think you could argue that Family Guy had that influence on a lot of like shows where it's like, oh, everyone's got to just sound like a deadpan, sarcastic loser with the eyelids half down at all times. And that's also how like a lot of live action gets written as well. And it's like, why does everything sound the fucking same? It's all lame. It all sucks. And yeah, that's basically what media is at the minute. So every now and again, whenever something comes along that's kind of like well written, it's kind of like, oh, nice, this is nice, and well voiced as well. The voicing is also very important. I was gonna stop here. What I'll do is I'll clear out a little bit of Rock Tunnel and then we'll wrap up, because I'm enjoying chatting. But let's see, we're at 2 hours 42 minutes of stream, so I'll give it another like 20 minutes or so. Wrap up about 3:30. Also, I must say, using Flash right now and being able to see everything is fantastic. Also, we're in a new area, so I should really actually look at Poke Earth and see if there's anything new. Route 10 also had new stuff, I think. Yes, it did. It had one new encounter, so we should actually go back out of the cave real quick and get that new encounter. And it's the most common thing on the route, so it will not be difficult at the very least. But here in Rock Tunnel, we have two new Pokemon to catch. Machop at 15% and Onix at 5%. But first, let's go get the new encounter for this route, which is the most common thing, and it is a Voltorb. Give the whole trio? Nice. Are you not catching them in order though? So like you would have to wait to get Mudkip? Damn it. Everything is written like it's wrapped in 48 layers of irony. Yes! That's exactly what it is. That's what I mean by like everyone's written like a sarcastic douchebag. Like, there's no sincerity to the writing anymore. Nothing wants to take itself seriously. It's a similar problem to what Sonic had for a long time, but with like Sonic Frontiers and Shadow Generations, they've gone, fuck that, we're gonna be ourselves again and embrace it. And that's why I really love those games. Even if like the gameplay itself can be questionable, what they've done to bring Sonic back to a great point as just a franchise again. Like, you know, the Sonic movies are very jokey and memey themselves, but it's still from a place of sincerity. You know, Sonic 3 was fantastic. You know, the very first Sonic movie you could argue is like, it's too like tongue-in-cheek a lot of the time, but Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 play everything so, you know, serious and Sonic's in a great place writing-wise again. It's like the one thing that's gone, you know what, we tried that whole take and it didn't land. And I'm glad it's sort of found itself and gone, we need to take ourselves seriously again, we need to make the characters give a shit about what's happening in their world, and we need the people that are watching to also give a shit. I honestly am so happy to be a Sonic fan again. Well, not again, but like in the current era. Every single time like something new comes out, I'm like, you know what? This is a great time to be a fan. Genuinely, they've been doing such a good job with it. In my opinion. Oh, you meant the emotes. Gotcha. Like, the Raiders are too scared of feeling to be cool, so they just piss their pants on purpose so they don't have to be embarrassed on accident. They can handle being embarrassed so they didn't technically feel doing it. Does Metal Claw not very effective on fighting? No. I have murdered it. I have critical hitted it. Hang on a minute, that's a Torchic emote. Oh, that's fucking cursed. I didn't realize what that emote was at first, Crit Slash, but now I see it's Torchic. Yikes. I don't do this to my little boy. It doesn't need to be a big beefy man. Okay. I don't know if I can weaken this guy without killing it. Okay, I can. I'm gonna have so much catching up to do on LeafGreen. Charmeleon out for blood. No, Charmeleon, we want to catch them, not kill them. Fish are friends, not food. Alright, we got him a chop. Not bad. Very good day to be a chop in my PC. Don't mind me, I'm just Australian. That's right. I think I'm just going to check Poke Earth here. Yes, Onix does become more common on the next layer. So we could just keep walking. We could keep walking. Yo, it's me, Christopher, walking. Yo, everyone does this one voice. Or at least they think they can. Whoa, I'm no different. Whoa. Machop. Yeah, bring back writers that know how to write something with earnestness and heart, and yeah, that's basically it. Watch out for slowpokes. I don't think slowpokes are in here. Yeah, there isn't anything in here. Oh, trainers have a lot of them? Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. I think I'll be alright. Given how overleveled Charmeleon and Venusaur both are, I think we'll be alright. Venusaur just needs to fucking listen to me. How are we doing? It's 3:15. I do want to just keep playing. I'm having fun, but I gotta go to bed at some point. I'm not even particularly tired. I had a nap earlier. I had a big shiny hunting session, didn't find anything, and then had a nap in the middle of it. So I'm like balancing my time at the minute where it's like I gotta like put a lot of time into doing the challenge, you know, streaming where possible. I gotta still put time into my shiny hunts so I can do them also before bank closes. And then it's like, oh, I gotta do other shit. Like, oh, this game wants me to play for something. Like I did the DK Bonanza challenges like a week or two ago. Because you have to do it until September 1st. And I'm like, oh, we get like physical cards. They announced on Nintendo's Twitter, we get physical cards if we complete them. Oh, but it's US only. So, fuck that, no cards for me. We don't have Rock Smash. I don't know when we get Rock Smash. But we can find Onyx here, more likely. It's only 10 PM for you, perhaps. It is 3 AM here in good old UK. I went live at 12:30? Yeah. And I got work in the morning, so I gotta wrap this shit up. And then what am I doing? I have to get Wednesday's video prepared soon, which is the next episode of Cuphead. It's a difficult life, being an inconsistent channel. Time zones, what are those? Bullshit is what they are. I believe that the Earth is flat and therefore every time should be the same time. That's how it works. Come on, Onyx. Where are you, buddy? My time zone is better than your time zone? Oh, there he is. There she is. Well, Brisk? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. It'll be 3 AM for you at some point, and at that time, I'll be laughing. Actually, no, I'll be getting ready to go to work, because I think you guys are both sharing the same time zone, I think. It's, a 5-hour time difference, so by the time that it's 3 AM for you guys, I'll be waking up to go to work. And Onyx hard to catch? Is it? I have no idea. Let's have a look and see, shall we? Onyx is a 45 catch rate. Oh shit, I did not realize that. But that's the same as Mew, so that's not that bad. And I caught Mew in a dive ball when it was a Magikarp. That's fine. It'll go in the ball. It's only a matter of time. I've got so many Pokeballs to go through, it's not like it's going to be much of a trouble. Let's not run. At least Venusaur is listening to me using Sleep Powder. If it ignores me and uses Razor Leaf, it's just over. So for that, I should probably not be trying this every time, but the sleep should be useful. I almost hit run again. I was like autopiloting there. That's right, sleep. Like I should be. Come on. I feel like I don't normally have difficulties catching an Onix. Well, I guess we're gonna try and put it to sleep again. It has obeyed me all times. I could use Tackle, but again, I don't want to risk attacking and it ignoring me and then using Razor Leaf instead, so I'm just gonna go with Sleep and Balls. I wonder what the catch rate is. Yeah, I thought I got it there. Gen 3 catch rate calculator. So we got Onix. It's level 13. And it's full health Pokeball and it's asleep. So every Pokeball is a 12.3 chance to catch. 12.3 is not that bad. But I think we're already over odds on catching it. Oh, apparently not, actually. 95% chance of catching it within... Oh, it's also awake. No. Leech Seed is not ideal because now it's going to be getting damaged. But only gently. Come on, put it to sleep. Okay, nice. At the plus side, we're going to be starting to do some damage to it, so it's going to be a little bit easier, but I need to catch it ASAP. I wish Sleep Powder was real. Just pull out your local grass type and tell it to knock you out for the night. That would be quite nice. Because yeah, the reason I'm always up late is because I have trouble sleeping, like by choice. I have to wait until my body goes no more before I can sleep. Alright, I need you to obey me once again. Oh, I missed. It's doing well at listening to me, at least. I think we're gonna get it. I'm not worried. Ow. I think I just hurt my eye. I'm gonna have a big red bloodshot eye in a minute, I think. What are you doing, Onix? Okay, let's go back to the calculator. Wow, it awoke already? Let's say it has like 40% HP left. But none, okay. Right now, if I was to... Okay, let's just try and put it to sleep again. Fuck, okay. Let's say it has 40% of HP left. It's in the red, so that's about 15% HP? Basically, I've got about a 15% chance of catching this right now. I just gotta throw it and hope. Onix Crizz death, honestly. Alrighty then. I guess I'll go fuck myself. I think that's it for Onix. Damn. Didn't realize it was going to be that much of a problem. Like, I could switch into Charmeleon instead, but putting it to sleep is meant to be useful. Like, let's go back to this catch rate calculator, okay? So if it had 100% HP and no status, it's 6.2% chance to catch. With sleep, it's 12.3, so it's effectively doubling our chance to catch it. If it was 1 HP and asleep, it would be a 40% chance. Or if it's 1 HP, it's a 19.7, so 20% chance. So we're effectively doubling it by putting it to sleep. It is useful to keep Venusaur in. It's just not playing ball for some reason. Mankey. Yeah, I think what we'll do here is we'll catch Onix, because we're in the lower level, and obviously we go up and down a couple times, but we'll catch Onix, and then we'll go back to the Pokemon Center, heal, and we'll call it an episode there, because it is 3:30 AM and I gotta go to bed. Against my wishes, I must go to bed. Hey, there it is. Level 15. Venusaur listening to me again, but not landing the hit, unfortunately. I've also just realized, I just got like a hair in my mouth. The Pokeballs in my bag were actually sitting at 100 plus there, you know, when I had them. They didn't have to stack into like sections of 99 and, you know, whatever was over 99, unlike Pokemon Emerald. So in FireRed and LeafGreen, they were able to update it to go over 99, but they never retroactively fitted that to Emerald. I wonder if that's just because of how, you know, Ruby and Sapphire were built, they couldn't do that. But that's kind of interesting. Sleep Powder, you're still listening to me, which is good. I've been working on a Sword and Shield living dex on side, and I've gotten the catch charm, and I think I'm overestimating it because my catches are more difficult now. Dude, I like, in Sword and Shield especially, I mean, this basically happened ever since like Sun and Moon for me, but in Sword and Shield especially, once I got the catch charm, I just started tossing regular Pokeballs at things and it would just like crit catch like fucking everything. I was like, dude, this is easy as hell. So I think it's just a string of bad luck, but yeah, the catch charm just made things way easy for me in Sword and Shield. I also need to do that because I need to get that shiny Keldeo from Pokemon Home, but one day. I have other things to do at the moment. I may have a time limit for things that aren't on the Switch. I've done the living dex for most of the games. I need to do it for Let's Go and I need to do it for Sword and Shield. But I've done it for Scarlet and Violet, Legends ZA, Legends Arceus, and that's it, I guess. There we go! There's our Onix. That was a bit more of a problem than I expected, but it's done now. So let's get out of here. Wow, back-to-back Onix. But of course, just like the fucking Doug Trio, even though Doug Trio was a way bit more annoying because it was a 5% encounter, but still. So we'll go up, we'll save, and we'll call it here. You're on the clock? Yeah, I am. I still don't think I'm going to be successful in getting everything done. I think it's just going to be... I'm just going to have to stop at some point. Ideally, I'd like to at least make it to Generation 5 before I have to stop, but I have no idea if I'm going to be able to make it. It's like, with like doing things in between and like just taking time between streams, Generations 1 and 2 took not a year each, but like, you know, I started one before a new year and then it went until the next new year, and then I would start the next one before the new year again, and then it would end after the new year. And then this one, I think, I mean, I can't remember the timeline of it all, but yeah, this one was always going to take longer because there's so much more to do. But, now I have to sort of, like, speedrun it, and I don't know how much more I can speedrun it. But, like, once I'm out of the story progress bits, because I'm not even halfway through. Well, I guess I am, but, like, I have FireRed and LeafGreen to finish for story, then I have to do Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for story, and that then only gets us into the post-game for Emerald, which includes... I don't like to spoil the things I plan, but basically, like, we know what the post-game for Emerald is, and that's on top of catching all the Pokemon. There's still so much left to do in Gen 3, and I genuinely think that could take us all the way up until, like, November or December at a good pace. I don't know. 3-hour stream? Hey, like, some of the previous streams have been, 3 hours. Like, hey, like, the final episode of Pokemon Colosseum was, like, 4 hours, 5 hours. You know, it just depends on how much time I have and what day of the week it is. I would happily keep going right now if it wasn't going to be a Monday. But it's going to be Monday, so I have to go. You should just take a stay vacation on, knock out a good chunk of this. I mean, honestly. But I do have some time off coming up soon, in early September. Only 3 days, but I could use that as an excuse to, you know, stream more. But my problem is I'm still trying to do my weekly videos at the same time, and so sometimes I gotta put priority into that. So, you know, it's difficult. I don't know what to do. But what I do know is that I'm gonna do right now. I don't have that much time left to take off, I'm afraid, for the year, so I've got 3 days here booked off in September. I've got 3 days booked off for, like, the end of October, and then I've got some more time that I can use in the rest of the year, but, like, I haven't booked it off yet. But we'll see. And even that, like, 1 week off is only useful if I use every single day for the streams, which, I know me, I won't do that, because I get tired so often. Like, even today, my plan was to shiny hunt for a good chunk of the day, and instead I shiny hunted, took a break, shiny hunted, took a nap, and then shiny hunted again. Like, I just don't have the time or the energy to just do everything in the one bulk that I want to do it in. But we'll make it work as much as possible. We're gonna call it here for now, and obviously next episode we'll be back here in Pokemon LeafGreen version, carrying on in the Rock Tunnel with our LeafGreen team, which might have changed a bit because obviously between episodes things might evolve or change. So obviously I'll see you guys next episode with Pokemon LeafGreen for the Pokemon... Fucking cable came out again. For the Pokemon Master Challenge. You had a nap, yeah, good. Oh, you had a nap. Yeah, good to keep going. Yeah. Because I really wanted to get as much time out of my day today hunting, because I'm hunting in silver, which requires me to hunt during the day for better encounter odds of the Pokemon I'm hunting. So daytime is better, but daytime only lasts till 6 p.m. And I'm fucking having a nap at 3 p.m. like a bozo. But anyway, let's call it here. I'll see you all again next time for the next stream. Hopefully it'll hopefully be another one soon. But I have to make a thumbnail, which means I have to figure out what my plan is going to be for the next episode, which then I also have to then catch up in LeafGreen to get to the next episode. So I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, because I'm not going to have time to catch up in LeafGreen, you know, during work hours. I'm going to have to do it like tomorrow evening. And even then, you know, that's at least like 3 hours of gameplay I have to catch up on. And then I got to make a thumbnail, so maybe Tuesday, but it could also be this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So who knows? I'll be back soon. More Pokemon Master Challenge. The clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. Hashtag save Pokemon Bank. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. See you all again soon. New video probably on Wednesday. Goodbye. Bye bye. It's going to be Cuphead episode 2. Bye bye. Is it episode 2? It is episode 2. Bye bye. Goodbye. Good night. Thanks for coming, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.